In the complex chess game of modern geopolitics, some leaders stand out, not for their democratic rise, but for their military might. Today, we're looking at two such figures, Pervez Musharraf of Pakistan and Abdel Fattah el-Sisi of Egypt. Though from different corners of the world, their stories are remarkably similar, showing how military power and foreign alliances can reshape entire regions. Both men seized power through military coups. Both justified their rule by promising national security. And both made critical choices under intense global pressure, choices that still echo today. Let's rewind to 1999. General Pervez Musharraf takes control of Pakistan. The country is at a crossroads. Then 9/11 happens. Suddenly, all eyes are on Afghanistan, and the United States turns to Musharraf for help. Under immense pressure, Pakistan agrees, providing airspace, logistical support, and intelligence for the U.S. Quds-led campaign. This decision brought billions in foreign aid, but it also ignited a firestorm of controversy at home. Critics argued it fueled long-term instability, especially along the porous border where militant networks thrived. Musharraf always maintained he acted to protect Pakistan's sovereignty and economy in a volatile world. But by the time he left office, his country had paid a heavy price in both social and security terms. He spent his last years in exile, a leader remembered by some as a pragmatist, and by others as a man who compromised too much. Now let's shift to Egypt, 2013. Following widespread unrest, Abdel Fattah el-Sisi rises to power after a military takeover. His government has since upheld Egypt's long-standing peace treaty with Israel, positioning itself as a key mediator in the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. Egypt's role in Gaza is particularly complicated. The Rafah border crossing, controlled by Egypt, is one of Gaza's only lifelines to the outside world. Cairo has helped negotiate ceasefires and facilitated aid, but it's also faced heavy criticism. Human rights groups point to restrictive border policies, corruption, and bureaucratic delays that slow down humanitarian relief and worsen the suffering of civilians. The Egyptian government defends these policies as necessary security measures, aimed at preventing instability in its own Sinai region. Do you see the pattern? Two leaders decades apart, but their playbooks are strikingly similar. Both rose through military coups, branding themselves as bulwarks against extremism. Both aligned with powerful international allies, Musharraf with the US, el-Sisi with Israel and Western governments. Both balanced diplomacy abroad with repression at home, cracking down on dissent in the name of stability. And both faced accusations that their governments profited from crises in neighboring regions. This raises a profound question. When leaders claim to act for stability, how much of that stability is built on the suffering of people just beyond their borders? Let's look closer at the Egypt-Gaza border. Satellite images and reports show demolitions and buffer zones created to stop illegal tunnel activity. While authorities call this an anti-smuggling effort, local Sinai residents have lost homes and farmland, deepening their own economic hardship. Meanwhile, at the Rafah crossing, investigations have uncovered reports of high fees and long waits for aid convoys, leading to critical shortages of food and medicine inside Gaza. Inside Egypt itself, peaceful demonstrations in support of Gaza have been met with tight restrictions, and activists have been detained. Yet, Egypt maintains significant economic ties with Israel, especially in the energy sector, balancing economic survival with political risk. From Islamabad to Cairo, we see how military-led governments often frame controversial alliances as strategic necessities. But behind the high-stakes politics are ordinary people, in Afghanistan, in Gaza, bearing the consequences of decisions made in distant capitals. Musharraf's choices redrew the security map of South Asia for a generation. El-Sisi's decisions continue to shape the fate of Gaza's civilians and Egypt's own democratic future. History will judge these men, but their stories force us to ask a haunting question. When leaders trade moral responsibility for political survival, who ultimately pays the price? These aren't just stories about leaders. They are stories about nations caught between foreign pressure and moral principle. and about the people left to navigate the fallout. Thanks for watching. If this story made you think, please like this video and subscribe for more deep dives into the forces that shape our world.